that we could do all over, and he uses that to his best. I think he might write a book or something off paint. And the moral of this story is, you know, even if you've only got a foot that works, you can still win prizes because it won the Oscar.
Okay, am I right in saying that you're bringing a book out of these collected? Maybe for the Christmas market.
I think I might.
Yeah. I see the
great films there. Reviewed, sort of, you know, it's a different outlook on it, isn't it?
A different approach.
I don't just sort of like stray.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's an approach that doesn't really use grammar, which you don't see that often in film reviews. But no, once again, what would you give it out of 10?
I didn't really concentrate. I can't remember a lot about it, but it won an Oscar. So I think it won an Oscar or something. So 9.
Okay, jolly good. That was My Left Foot, which is probably available on sell-through video, maybe in a bargain bin. $5.99, probably on TV this Christmas. That's to be confirmed.
More of an up show. We've made some great hits and great songs, haven't we? We've had some great features. A new feature. That film sounds good.
Looking forward to that.
That'll run and run.
Yep.
A song for if there are any record companies out there that want to put out a compilation of my songs for lovers. Yeah. That's good. Anyone who wants me to do a film, any film you want.
Yeah. Reviewed.
Yeah, reviewed, yeah. I finished the sentence.
Yeah, no, ideally. Because otherwise it was anyone who wants me to do a film. Well, of course, being the top actor, you'd have probably appeared in a film.
Sure, okay, yeah. And that...
Jolly good, yeah.
Okay.
Well, you're running out of steam, I can tell.
You're running out.
Yeah.
Go on.
Carl, have you seen it yet? I know you probably haven't, Rick. Cliff Richard's video for his new single.
Yep.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It's bad, isn't it?
I saw it on Lorraine Kelly in the morning, Sky One, great show. And and it's amazing. He's done a version of Somewhere Over the Rainbow, but he's combined that. He's combined that with what's it? It's Oh What a Wonderful World.
I wasn't really listening, I was looking at the pictures and I couldn't believe
it's What a Wonderful World and combined with Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
So he's done
two classic songs, two songs that have been done definitively by artists in the past. He's tried to combine them with a kind of Yamaha keyboard sound in the background.
What was his last year's one? It was Lord's Prayer with Over the Old Lang Syne.
He's just obsessed with combining two songs, like they're not good enough as they are. People will get bored, we better combine them.
Yeah.
It's like a mega mix, like a Cliff mega mix. And you're right, the video is unbelievable. It's him flying through. It's all kind of sort of 2D animation, kind of almost sort of a collage of buildings and high-rise flats and that. Kids see him floating by. They wave, they point to each other. They can't believe they're like, there goes Sir Cliff.
They're going, who's that?
Exactly.
He was around in the 50s.
And he's got a little one-dimensional Cliff with a kind of angelic glow flying through the sky. Just bringing happiness to people as he sings.
Oh, he does.
His real face kind of every so often kind of appearing and kind
I wonder where his real face is.
And it's one of the worst songs and one of the worst videos I've ever seen. I mean, I know people slag off Cliff and it's an easy target, but he actually deserves it because he's shameful. He's embarrassing. He's embarrassing. I mean, he's arrogant.
Well, everything's a disguised boast. I mean, I liked Devil Woman. I liked Miss Unites. I liked Wired for Sound, and I like Tall Speakers and Small Speakers. I like all sizes of speakers. You know that. You'll vouch me on that. Yeah. And he sang about it, which is good. And I'm often Wired for Sound, right? Carrie doesn't live here anymore. Where's she gone? She's just another message on a payphone wall. It's a story. But lately, I haven't had a lot of time for him.
Awful.
I remember he was on something on one chat show, and I think it was Des or Michael Asper or something. And I said, "So you've had something?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, everyone knows that Elvis sold more records after his death than when he was alive." Little dig there against Elvis. He goes, "Well, I've just overtaken his record for sales in the UK." Right. So he sets up that Elvis is only selling because he's dead.
Yeah.
And anyway, I've still beaten him in the UK. And I just think, yeah. And where'd you get the quiff from and the way to sing? Where'd you get that from, Cliff? Where did you think of that?
But it's those people he's just desperate for the credibility that he's never going to have.
I like it when he went round last year going, they're not playing my record, they're not playing my record, they're not playing, oh, go on, play it, number one.
Yeah.
Fooled you.
It was number one, the Millennium Prayer.
I know, yeah. Well, it was, it was the Millennium, wasn't it?
It was, but I don't know who's buying it. I mean, but you seem to claim it's some kind of like 60-year-old women, but they're not. Are they really a commercial force now?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Carl seems to know that.
Well, like when you're born, you're a little baby, wrinkly and stuff. When you get older, you sort of morph into a baby again, and you go through the same phases. So when you're young, you buy singles. You get old, you got nothing to do all day. You got all your pension money. What will I buy? Cliff Richard's on the telly. Here's my video, buy me song.
You see, that started off as quite a sensible point, because I actually think they do it. But what was all that alien stuff about when you're born, you go wrinkly and you go wrinkly again? So sometimes you mix like normal things that human beings say with I don't know what.
Well, look, when you're a baby, you've got a little bald head, no teeth. You get old. What happens?
Are you a philosopher? Are you an official philosopher? Because, I mean, it sounds like it. Oh, Karl, play a record. You're a gem.
We're nearly through.
We are indeed.
We've had a little bit of chat. We've had a few laughs. We've had a few tears.
We have indeed.
We've introduced a new feature.
Looking forward to that next week.
Yeah, so it's just going to be wall-to-wall features, isn't it? It's going to be,
well, I had an idea for a feature which you didn't seem to like, which was something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue.
Well, explain it. And
something old, an old song, something new, a new song, something borrowed, a cover version, and something blue, just a melancholy and beautiful song.
Right, okay, but does it have to be all four, or can it be any one?
No, it's all four. You can play that over the course of the show. Or maybe just have a set 4 songs in a row, and that's that section.
So like a feature would be like, this is either an old song or a new song.
Yeah.
That's good. I think we've done that a few times.
No, it's not. We've
covered that.
Well, what's the difference? I'm playing a song from a film. Just because you give it a title, it's just a song from a film. You can play that anyway, couldn't you?
Brilliant.
It's all nonsense.
You've seen. Cheers, Karl.
Brilliant.
Yeah. My ideas are good, aren't they? Because they're not only sort of accessible, but there's a little bit of depth there.
I think it's fair enough to let him have his little feature at the end of the show, though. Just, you know what I mean? Keep him happy. This song for the lovers.
Excellent. Well, but that's not till after song 2 by Blur.
I remember the days when Karl didn't even want to be on the air. I remember the days when he was told by the establishment that he wasn't allowed to talk on the air. And now it's like as far as he's concerned, he's a third member of the team.
He's protected by me.
Right?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Song 2 by Blur. We're running out of time. It's 5-2. Just got time for Steve's song for the ladies.
Wedding Present, Rick, from the album Saturnalia, I think it's pronounced like that, and it's track 3, Dream World, a song
Looking forward
for the
to
ladies.
Ash, there's a star on XFM 104.9, 1:05. That means it must be well in. 5 minutes in to the Ricky Gervais show.
With Steve Merchant.
Yeah, he's here as well.
Yep.
Well, we've got some great tunes lined up, haven't we? We got Eminem, we've got Coldplay, Oasis, we've got De La Soul, Chemical Brothers, Dr. Dre, Garbage, R.E.M., The Manics, we got Muse, we got Feeder, we got some classic.
I mean, you said all those names, Rick, but the chances of us actually playing all of those are quite slim.
We might not get to them if we talk too much.
And obviously we'll drop a couple of those to play our own tracks as well.
Yeah. Well, they are our own tracks.
Yeah.
You know. Well.
I'm not gonna get into that now.
Right. Here's Eminem. Eminem, the real Slim Shady. Now, even though that sort of record is you know, relatively recent, and it's, you know, it's quite hardcore what's going on about, you know, subject matter that is adult, really.
Certainly.
And it's quite aggressive and it's cool and everything, but he still managed to make it sound like a novelty record.
It is, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like a little thing. I know that's the intention, and that's good. But I mean, I think it's nice that he's got a nice little tune. It could be like a little cartoon figure. Here comes Flumpy McMump.
But the irony is, isn't there like a video you can get now, which is a cartoon Slim Shady, The Adventures of Slim Shady?
Really?
Because I know there was The Adventures of MC Hammer, the cartoon animated series, which sadly I never got to see. And New Kids on the Block, I think.
The cartoon went a bit mad and started, you know, spending a lot of money. And it was,
you know, MC Hammer now apparently is like, he tours on the kind of religious music scene.
Does he?
Yeah, he's gone sort of.
Well, wasn't he always at a preach or something, or started in gospel or something?
Was he?
Yeah, I think so. Because he used to,
I don't know. I mean, I just assumed he was off the streets.
He used to keep a lot of Bibles in his big trousers.
Yeah.
So he could go around giving it to poor people.
Yeah.
Well, apart from the great music we've got lined up, Steve, we've got obviously our regular features.
Sure.
We've got my classic film review.
Always looking forward to
that's
that.
already getting a little bit of, you know, attention.
From who?
Wow, just various people.
Go on, name some.
Well, I can't name them. What, by name or just?
Yeah.
Oh God, what's that one? Oh, Scorsese.
Right.
You want me to talk about one of those films?
Okay, good.
Yeah.
You going to talk about one of his today?
Yeah. No.
What we've got lined up?
Spielberg.
Right.
He's gonna do a Spielberg film.
Okay.
We've got, That Film Sounds Good.
Yeah.
Now that's not my film review, that's where I take a track off a soundtrack of a classic film.
Yes.
And it's a great track, and I go, oh, that film sounds good.
Brilliant.
So,
Yeah.
because it sounds
Yeah.
good, do you see what I mean?
But please don't be confused and think that that's the film review. I hate people to think that.
No,
That's
because-
what I wouldn't want. to
Yeah,
happen.
We've got a song for the lovers. We've got a song for the ladies.
Yeah, I'm going to be playing a hip hop track.
It's called it's called the hip hop track.
It's called, Steve says, hip hop hooray.
Hip hop parade.
That's not bad, is it?
Oh, it's just brilliant.
come on.
If there's anyone listening, like, you know, Saatchi and Saatchi or McCann Erickson, or you know, those people that do advertising, then we are the people.
We're the people, man.
We can market.
We'll market anything. And maybe you're a two-bit band. You want to email in or something, you know, and just
Yeah.
say, how can we publicise our music?
Yeah.
We'll
Well, I
find
mean,
a
if
way.
we were marketing, say, a band, we wouldn't say this is a 2-bit band. That'd be that'd be wrong.
Was that the
We'd
first
say this is a
mistake?
yeah. We'd say this is a brilliant band. They're going
They're going
from
places.
the excellent. I like it when it's always the same reviews. It's sort of like
Mark Goodyear,
they go
inevitably.
they go the excellent single by Coldplay, Yellow. He goes, oh, Yellow, that's Yellow by
Exactly,
Coldplay.
yeah.
Why do they do the bit that says Yellow? We've
Yeah.
said it just to
Yeah.
show it. I want to see something else in the song, maybe the mid-late.
Yeah, it would always be the brand new excellent album from Travis, featuring the hit single "Sing, Sing, Sing, Sing." That's
That's
the brand new
Sing.
album from Travis. It features 12 other new tracks and Sing, Sing, Sing. Brilliant. Well done.
Actually,
Cheers.
I'd buy it.
No, I would. Based on that.
That's all the features we've got, isn't it?
That's all the stuff we lined up. We were probably gonna, I don't know, probably rabbit on about other stuff.
Yeah.
Carl, unless I'm very much mistaken, we've got something to give away. Is that right? The K-man's with us, of course, pressing the button.
Yeah.
KP.
You all right, mate?
Okay, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pilkington.
We have-
Hold on, can I just say there's nothing funny about that name? Just straight,
It's
no, straight
nothing.
away, seriously.
Let's clear that out straight away.
You know,
the idea that people are laughing.
So in school, they'd go through the register, Anderson, they'd go through Camfield, Sturgis. Well, no, it wouldn't go to Sturgis yet, would it?
No, she wouldn't be there, would she?
Well, no, P's before S, isn't it?
She just wouldn't be at school.
She'd be out
Too
taking-
busy in rehab.
Pilkington. Okay, settle down. There's nothing funny about Pilkington.
What's up with it?
It's Pilkington. Pilkington.
Yeah.
Sounds a bit like Plonker.
Yeah, or Pilchard.
Yeah.
So anyway, we've got tickets for
I don't think anyone's ever mocked the name before. I think we're the first ones to do it.
Oh, we're brilliant, we are.
I don't think people up north figured that out, that it was a funny name.
Well, it probably isn't up there, is it? Because they've all got names
They're all
like,
called that, aren't
they?
Ramsbottom,
Yeah.
Wilkinson, Pilkington.
Piddle Trent Hyde. Oscar Piddle Trent Hyde, what are you doing? You're late.
Anyway, Gervais.
Well, all right. Okay.
Now, that's an exotic name.
It's a
Don't
bit
have go at
French.
just-
It's a bit
He pays your
French.
wages. Blimey, here he comes, having a go at the star of the show.
Yeah.
Blimey.
Yeah. Do you want to play a record and get back to it? We got tickets to give away. That's what we're saying.
Carl, what's the tickets? People want to know what the tickets are.
After this record.
Clever.
Shinobi versus Dragon Ninja. That's what I like about sort of rock and roll. It just, you know, sings, tells a story about everyday things
Yeah.
you know about. You know.
Shinobi versus Dragon Ninja.
Yeah, the old
Was there any
experience.
reference to Shinobi or the Dragon Ninja in the song?
I wasn't listening.
I wasn't really paying attention, but I'm assuming that some of that screaming was about Shinobi and the Dragon. I don't know who won. If anyone knows who won out of the Shinobi and the Dragon Ninja.
Or maybe it's like a trilogy. Maybe they sort of get together in one. Then the second single, there's the fight,
Right,
like
sure.
the mid thing in the film. Because I know about film structure because I do a film review.
yeah, sure.
And then the final one is, you know, the
The two of them pairing up against maybe a larger villain. Like Godzilla type. maybe.
That's interesting.
I don't know. I mean, who knows?
Okay, well no, they do. Lost Prophets. Well, unless
If
they
you're listening.
haven't written it yet.
Are the Lost Prophets English? Are they British? What's the deal? Who are the
Pilkington.
prophets?
Pilks.
Who's the profs?
Pilky.
Yeah, I think they are. Yeah,
Yeah.
What was the answer? What was that? Are they English or American?
I'd say they're American.
Just have a guess. Why didn't you just say I don't know? Instead of trying to fool us. KP again trying to deceive us. KP, you were going to tell us, Pilky, you were going to tell us, Pilchard, you were going to tell us
What tickets are they away?
But it worked for me, see, because when I was younger, I
Yeah.
had a mobile disco,
Brilliant, so did I.
and it was me and my mate Colin Makin, and the disco was called Pilky's Making Music.
That's brilliant. I mean, genuinely brilliant. Pilky's making music.
Guess what? When I first started the mobile disco, and this was when I was about 14, we didn't really go out touring, we just would do it for like people's parties and stuff. We were called the rock and roll DJs.
No, really.
We drew it on some sort of see-through paper and put a light behind it. Rock and roll DJs.
My first
yeah.
disco, I had 2 nights a week in this pub.
What, you ran a disco?
Yeah, this pub near King's Cross, right? And it was just their records, right? And I had to play this number of songs every time, the same time. So all the locals, all drunk, were dancing and everything. One of them was American Pie by Don McLean,
Right.
and they just sing along all the words,
Yeah.
sort of drunk.
And it's about 7 minutes long or something.
Yeah. The other one was Baby Jane by Rod Stewart.
Nice.
If I didn't play that, I'd get lynched. And what was the other one? There was another one that I always had to play. It was a ballad. I have to remember that. But yeah. But
So, Carl, do you think, and maybe Ricky as well, do you think you know much about DJing for, like, the sort of, the wedding party, or maybe someone's
yeah.
18th? Oh, really? Okay, let me just offer a little hypothesis for you
Go
then. Alright, the buffet's been served, right?
Yeah.
People have done some speeches, like it's a wedding do.
Yeah.
So you've already played some records early on, you've stopped for food,
Yeah.
you've just played some light backing music in the background while the food's been served. You want to get the party rocking again, what do you kick off with?
It depends. It depends. I've already got it down to 2 or 3 records.
Okay, I'd like to hear what they are.
Well, I've got it down to Earth, Wind and Fire.
Right.
That'd be great. If there's depending on or you want to go a bit modern, I'd probably start off with sort of Will Smith.
Well, careful, Rick, I've got to bear in mind, it is a wedding do, so there's people from age 8 to 80. You got to cater to
Right.
every market.
Okay.
Carl, what about you?
See, this was back in '88, so
Yeah.
Kylie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I tell you what the definitive track is?
Go on.
Oh, What a Night, Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. Ding, ding, ding. People don't realise what it is exactly. It's straight away. Ding, ding, ding. Bow, down, 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 down. I can't actually play it. But,
the record.
Oh, What a Night. Late December back in 60s. That leads you straight into a 7 medley, and everyone's loving that. I'm thinking Bee Gees. There's going to probably be some kind of ABBA track, Dancing Queen, all going to storm. You're turning your noses up. I can tell you this, that we got bookings endlessly. People are going, you're amazing. I don't know how you do it.
I wouldn't have got up. I would have sat there.
Well, you might be, because you're one of those grouchy, you're one of those kind of moody teenagers. Oh, I'm not going to dance to this. I'll tell you, the
Yes.
old ladies would have been up. The people with a decent bit of musical taste would be up.
No, the
Ricky
first
Gervais would
person
be
to get up is a fat lady in a dress with bad ankles and a little kid who's got problems and he's in a little DJ.
See, the problem with you two is you're not catering to the market. You're trying to be all sort of bohemian and kind of off, teach people about music and stuff. There's no place for Kylie, not at a mobile disco. Far too avant-garde. All right, kick it in. Grease Megamix.
Play got to play a record.
Come on, Eileen. Have you got Come on, Eileen? Play that.
What are you gonna play?
Love Shack.
Coldplay.
Excellent. Yellow.
Well, you'd never
It's
play
the
those.
excellent single by Coldplay. It's Yellow. Oh, Yellow. That's Yellow by Coldplay. That was the stunning new single from Coldplay, Yellow. All the way back to 1999. When was it?
I think it
2000?
was. No, 99.
Was it?
No, was it?
About that.
I didn't realise so many people were fans of the Lost Prophets. Everyone's been phoning in, emailing in, telling us they were from Cardiff.
Yeah. Welsh band. Now, you're going to tell us what tickets you've got, Carl. What have we got to give away?
Tickets for.
Now, we kept the secret. We said, no, tell us on air, so it's a big surprise. This is going to be, if it's going to be really rubbish, is it? This, whatever these tickets are, right, is a testament to how much they rate us here at XFM, how much they rate our show and care about us. What tickets have we got to give away? A top show featuring Ricky Gervais and Steve Merchant and Pilkington. What tickets have we got to give away?
Tickets for K-Fest.
Right, go on.
What's that?
It's like a rock thing that's going on tonight.
Right.
If you're into that Welsh.
Right, well, name some of the bands. Names of the bands.
Nile.
Go on.
Right.
That's one of the bigger ones. Mark Lanigan.
Not Lanners. Is Lanners playing? He's not really.
Yeah.
Mark Lanigan really playing there?
I think so.
God, who's that?
What?
Who's that?
Who is Lanigan? Is he someone you went to school with? Who is Mark Lanigan? Who else is on?
Who's Mark Lanigan? Is he the promoter? Who is he? Is he head of
Is this in a pub in Camden?
You got Niall.
We're giving away tickets to the K-Fest.
Hold on, let's have a look. This is the enemy. Mark Lanigan, Masters of Reality. Right, okay. Who else? We got Niall, we got Mark Lanigan.
Niall?
Who else?
I can't pronounce this one.
Oh, let's have a look. That's good.
Bethlehem or something.
Bethlehem?
Behemoth.
Behemoth?
Behemoth, is it?
Let me see. God, no one can
Oh.
read. I expect it from a northerner, but not from a university-educated man like you, do
Oh,
they?
yeah.
Let me have a look. Where are we now? I can't even find it on the page. Here we are. Yeah.
Anyway.
Behemoth. Yeah, Behemoth open
But hold on, I
proceedings.
just thought of something. We're not really giving those away, are we? Surely we're asking some sort of financial reward for them. Right, okay, right. Is there a competition or
Let's
something?
just South Carolina death metalers, Niall.
Okay, alright,
Head to
okay.
K-Fest.
Yeah,
that means something
K-Fest,
to some people.
we got a pair of tickets to give away?
Yep.
Okay, if you want to go to, K-Fest, it's the Mean Fiddler, Charing Cross Road, and that's, tonight, is it? Mm-hmm. The tickets would be $7.50, but we're giving away for free.
Why don't we say we're giving away for a £5?
No.
That's still a saving.
But I'll tell you what, if you can call in, what's the number?
08 700 800 123.
Yeah, and if the question is, because they're quite sought after, there's big names here, like Niall and what's his name? Lanigan's on. The question is, who wants to go?
Yeah.
So if you can call in and answer that question, who wants to go to that, then you could be one of the lucky winners. Right. After this, some great chat and music.
Could you also explain who Mark Lanigan is?
De La Soul, watch out. Well, we're wrong. The lines went mental to
It's
get
amazing,
tickets.
isn't it?
So that and they knew all about them and where they were from, what they were like, and the tickets.
Death
are gone,
metal's just
I'm afraid.
something that's it's obviously passed me by, but it's obviously huge.
It is huge. It's sort of huge without being sort of in the public eye and
Yeah.
famous. I think it's probably the only real alternative out there now, isn't
Yeah,
it? Because
yeah.
everything else is sort of mainstream. There's no real alternative music.
Even
raps.
hip-hop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Slipknot kind of have snuck in, haven't they? Because they
Yeah, and
their album went
Marilyn
to #1 or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Incredible.
It still gets people saying, son of mine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, you're probably not. You're probably a daughter or something. I can't remember.
Yeah.
You can't, I
It's
can't
like
really
some
tell.
people who phone up about the heavy metal, though, they always sound such nice people.
Yeah.
The women always sound attractive. You know, if you meet them, though, they're like 8 foot tall.
I
and
know
those
the fact
huge
that
boots.
we've actually, we suddenly sound like two old ladies on a bus. And you know what? I spoke to one of them rappers, and he was as nice as pie. Helped with the shopping and everything. I thought he was going to kill me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I am 27 years old now, Rick. 28 according to Karl.
Yeah.
Talking of my birthday, you know, it was my birthday a couple of weeks back.
Yeah.
And we were talking about the stuff that my dad had given me as presents in
Yeah.
the past. And anyway, my sister told me that he'd listened to some of it on the car driving up, and he was quite upset, and he had
Oh,
mentioned it to
really?
me. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was all affectionate.
It was done with
wasn't
affection, but it was like we were slagging off his gifts, which were awful.
I know.
Yeah.
He's probably listening again.
Well, possibly
That
on
happened to me once.
online.
I remember telling a story on XFM, and I'll tell you the story in case you've heard it, but I'll tell it. All it was, I used to live in just a little one-room sort of bedsit with my girlfriend, sort of it was sort of late 80s or whatever, and it was just awful. It was one room, and we had a bed, and it's sort of like the kitchen was the bedroom, so our bed, it literally...
The kitchen was the bedroom?
Yeah, it was
Wow.
just a bed in there, and then it was just one room we had, that's all we could afford, yeah?
Bit like
And so we had,
mine.
yeah, and so, you know, you were sleeping in bed, your head was by the fridge, and the sink was by your feet, and you had to go out and down the stairs to a communal toilet, so I'm a man, I could just pop out of bed, on tiptoes, the sink was quite high, and have a little wee in the middle of the night. So for him, and that's fine.
Into the sink, not the fridge.
Into the sink, yeah. So that was fine. And sometimes I'd just hear Jane go, "Oh, at least run the tap afterwards." And I go, all right, run the tap, right? And I just remember once going, at least take the dishes out first. Because I used to sort of lift, if it was just full of dishes, I used to lift them up and sort of like aim underneath it, and then it was quite hygienic. It was, you know, but
What do you mean it was quite hygienic?
well, I was
In what
tired.
world is it quite hygienic?
I was tired and drunk, and yeah, and it was just it was a horrible place, and we had mice.
You urinate quite a lot, don't you? You have a problem with urination after lot.
Well, I worry about getting caught, like on a tube. I have to, you know, I don't take tubes anymore.
Well, I
just
listen
in
to
case.
my dad's advice is never pass the toilet and not use it, because you never know when you might have to use one
That
again.
is exactly mine,
you might not
yeah.
see one for a long time.
Oh, but anyway, sorry. What I was going to say was, Jane's mum was listening.
What, to that story, when you told that story?
And they said, Ricky's doing a sort of story about weeing in the sink. And you went, no. He makes an awful lot up. He makes an awful lot up. Yeah, that's what we have to say. No, I was joking. You know, I didn't mean it. So, you know, I think I got away with it. Although Mum did watch me every time I went out to the kitchen when I was at her house. You're like, yeah, just go to. Right,
Do you want a corned beef sandwich? No.
Yeah.
If so, just I'll have it on
Toilet's over there,
newspaper.
Ricky. I know. The toilet's over there. Okay. All right. Well, yeah. Oasis. Don't Look Back in Anger. A classic there.
Absolutely.
From the height of Britpop.
My God, it's mad to think it's a classic now, and I was there
know.
at the beginning.
I know. I can't believe it. By the way, urinating isn't bad. It's a good thing. It's getting, you know.
No, obviously it's good getting the. I'm not saying the urination's a bad thing. I wasn't damning the fact that you needed to urinate. It was the fact you were doing it in the sink.
With dishes, you probably
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
But you know, see, the thing is, in you know, there are some societies where if you urinate on something, you sort of own that thing.
What society is that?
Cats, for example, cats. So I mean, you know, cats are, you know, enigmatic creatures, aren't they? Mysterious creatures. I mean, so if I sometimes I own a lot of things through that.
Right.
Sinks, telephone boxes.
Yeah.
You know, lots of fences.
My shoes.
Your shoes once, yeah. When I was chasing you around Robin's shoes once.
Yeah. You'd be alright around jellyfish, because apparently...
Is this a band that's playing tonight? It is a band, isn't it, actually?
It was, I think.
They're on at K-Fest.
Yeah.
You know, if you get stung by a jellyfish, we stops it hurting.
Is that true? It's just for anyone listening. I mean, it's probably best to check that maybe on the internet or phone a doctor before you try that. I mean, because although Karl has got a lot of useful information, he's not a medically trained man.
Yeah, because I got in trouble once coming out of the sea at Bognor, running around. People going, "Wee on me, please."
Yeah.
Please wee on me. Just running around.
I'm laughing, but
yeah.
You know.
But have you ever wet the bed?
I honestly haven't.
I've never wet the bed. Never wet the bed.
Never.
Okay, let's play a record then.
Oh, we're doing a bit of.
You've wet the bed, have you?
Wow, not as such.
Well, you may as well tell us.
Well, yes then.
Well, is there a story attached?
Well, I remember once, right?
Well, was this when you were a child?
Sort of.
How old?
26.
Okay.
And, oh, God. Oh, it's another story involving... Anyway, right, once...
Just wasn't a sink handy.
Oh, God.
Come on, Gervais.
Well, once... I went to, stay... went down to Brighton with Jane for a party, her sister's party, and we were staying at her parents' house. Her parents were away, and first of all, I got too drunk. I don't think I'd known her very long, might have been, and I remember it was a fancy dress party, and I didn't go to fancy dress, but I remember laying on the floor trying to trip people over because I was so drunk.
The sort of thing that's hilarious if you're drunk.
Yeah, imagine Jane going, "Oh, that's my boyfriend. I'm so proud." To all her family, and then we got a cab. I remember I got a cab journey home to her that I didn't remember, and apparently the cab driver going, "Is he all right?" Because I was going, "I'll be sick. I'll be sick." Jane, going, "Yeah, he's fine." Then I laid on the bathroom floor, and Jane timed it. It was 45 minutes of me singing "Right by Your Side" by the Eurythmics, and then I went to bed, and apparently I got up in the middle of the night, walked around the bed, and just thought the bed was a toilet. And Jane said, "Ricky!" I went, "What?" She went, "You're pissing on me." I went, "Well, you don't need to wake me up." And then just got back to bed.
You urinated on the bed?
Alright, yeah.
Bit of hip-hop.
Oh, man alive. Hip-hop hooray!
Hip-hop hooray!
Oh, it's the opportunity where Steve gets to play one of his classic hip-hop tracks, something maybe you've not heard before, Rick.
Can I just say, I actually slightly regret telling a story about me weeing.
Yeah, well, it doesn't stop there. I'm sure there's more. I'm sure you've told me more in the past.
Alright, just go on with the hip-hop track.
This is from, I need to just introduce it briefly, it's from an artist called Mad Skills, who on this record claims that he has written loads of other people's songs, which I think is true. The only thing I would say is that the names of the artists he's supposedly written for have been bleeped out, but of course, because it's also a radio-friendly version, all the swearing's been bleeped out as well, so there's a lot of bleeping, but if you can piece it together from it, it will actually be quite a good song. Go on.
I'm gonna actually...
No, you don't own it by urinating on it.
Yeah, I am.
No,
Yeah.
Put it away.
Just a little dribble, that is mine now.
That cost me over £5.
Gorillas rock the house on XFM 104.9, 2 o'clock, halfway through already. Ricky Gervais show.
With Steve Merchant.
Yeah, telling really quite embarrassing things that I wish I hadn't now. It makes me look like some sort of mad old urinator.
No, you just can't handle your drink. You can't handle your drink.
No, I can. I just get rid of it in the usual way of excretion via the kidneys, down the urethra, out the end, down the sink. Sometimes a sink, sometimes a toilet, Karl.
Sometimes a bed.
Yes.
Or your girlfriend.
You know, it just embarrassing things. I remember once, right? I used to love nature when I was about like 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
And I remember going out with my sister and my brother and their girlfriend and boyfriend, like to become their husband and wife. And
thanks for that.
Yeah, you know, just keeping continuity there.
Yeah.
And I used to get shells and things on the beach, and I used to get anything. I love nature. And once I found I love reptiles as well, and I found this perfect snake skin, like a grass snake or an adder, and it was I absolutely I couldn't believe my luck. And I was going, look, and they were going, okay, put it down, because I realised they were a little bit scared of it. They were going, put it down, it's dirty. And of course I'd torture them a little bit, and then I thought it was hilarious, and they made me leave it there, and I told mum and everything. And then much later, when I had some friends when I was about 14 or 15, I was telling this story to embarrass my sister, and I was going, yeah, and she was scared of it, and she went, well, it was a used Johnny. She'd waited that long to embarrass me in front of my friends.
God.
I'd been running round with a used Durex, thinking that this was great because they were scared of snakes, and they were going, put it down, it's dirty. No, be careful of the poison.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
It is horrible, isn't it? Have I gone too far again?
How could you not realise it was made of rubber, for goodness sake? Well, you obviously didn't know anything about nature. I used to love nature, me.
Yeah,
The difference between some skin and
this
rubber
is
Johnny.
Now be careful of the Johnny snake.
Yeah.
Their little poppy head and their poison that... Oh, dear.
I always remember there's this kid who lived near me once, and this bird got run over, and he rushed it, he said, I can save it, and he kissed it. Because he thought he could give it the he thought he could give it the kiss of life.
I thought you meant it was a girl.
No.
It got run over.
And he kissed it. No, he thought he could give it the kiss of life, but he didn't know what the kiss of life was. He just thought you could kiss something and that would bring it back to life.
I think it was an excuse. I think
To
he was
kiss a
thinking, I
dead
can't
bird.